Right-wing influencer Charlie Kirk has been assassinated as President Trump makes a shocking announcement. Mainstream media is once again using a person's death against the president, and Jasmine Crockett says that law enforcement should not be preventing crimes from happening. We've got a lot to cover, but real quick, drop a like on this video and subscribe to help this community continue to grow.
To my great fellow Americans, I am filled with grief and anger at the heinous assassination of Charlie Kirk on a college campus in Utah. Charlie inspired millions, and tonight all who knew him and loved him are united in shock and horror. Charlie was a patriot who devoted his life to the cause of open debate and the country that he loved so much, the United States of America. He fought for liberty, democracy, justice, and the American people. He's a martyr for truth and freedom, and there's never been anyone who was so respected by youth. Charlie was also a man of deep, deep faith, and we take comfort in the knowledge that he is now at peace with God in heaven.
Here's something that you have to know about Charlie Kirk. He went to battle with his words. He didn't need a weapon other than the truth. And I guess some people don't enjoy the truth as much as we do, even though we've all seen how Charlie was pretty much open to debate literally anybody. And shouldn't that be the basis of our beliefs? If you have to resort to violence in order to prove your point, then you've already lost. Now here's the sickening part of all of this. Legacy media is using his death as a way to attack President Trump.
As we were just talking about a moment ago with Alan, after one of the Doge employees was allegedly attacked in Washington, D.C., that's what Donald Trump used as justification to send in federal troops into Washington, D.C. to get things under control. The carjacking situation, he used that. And I know it's hard to predict the future, Mark, but you can imagine the administration using this as a justification for something.
I'm not even sure if these people understand the gravity of the situation. This wasn't a mass shooting. This wasn't a riot. This was a targeted assassination, and it's not like the media's helped in keeping the peace. MAGA has been called fascist, Nazis, racist, white supremacists, bigots, and threats to our democracy. Something that has been echoed and repeated over and over by left-leaning media. But the insanity does not end there. MSNBC, they were forced to apologize for this one as one of their guests blamed Charlie Kirk for the death of Charlie Kirk.
Then lead to hateful actions. And I think that's the environment we're in, that people just, you can't stop with these sort of awful thoughts you have and then saying these awful words and not expect awful actions to take place.
Matt.
And that's the unfortunate environment we're in.
We are now facing so much violence every single day. Add to that the tragic death of a Ukrainian refugee in North Carolina, something that has led to this shocking announcement from the president over Truth Social.
Want to get back to the Truth Social post from the president, who just posted this at 8:44 this morning, less than an hour ago, in regards to the stabbing death of Irina Zarutska, writing, "The animal who so violently killed the beautiful young lady from Ukraine who came to America searching for peace and safety should be given a quick, there is no doubt, trial and only awarded the death penalty. There can be no other option," from President Donald J. Trump.
I want you to understand that it's the left that's soft on crime. They want cashless bail. They want repeat offenders to be sent out back to our streets. The only time that they support putting criminals behind bars is if they'd already taken someone else's life. And sometimes, just sometimes, they even side with the killers. Just listen to CNN's Van Jones here. Here's what he had to say about the criminal that killed a Ukrainian refugee in North Carolina.
The other thing is, you mentioned the thing about cashless bail. I think this is a big challenge that we have. Would you have felt better if there had been cash bail and the mom had come and put down $1,000 to let him out? It's not about cashless bail or no cashless bail. It's about the fact that we don't know how to deal with people who are hurting in the way this man was hurting. Hurt people hurt people. What happened was horrible, but it becomes an opportunity for people to jump on bandwagons.
If Van Jones is listening, I want you to know that the suspect's own mother, his own mother, wanted their son to be kept in a long-term facility. And we do know how to deal with criminals. Democrats just don't want to do it. Republicans have called for stricter measures to prevent crime from happening, and then you have Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett dropping words of wisdom yet again.
I want to be clear that, like, law enforcement isn't to prevent crime. Law enforcement solves crime, okay? That is what they're supposed to do. They are supposed to solve crimes, not necessarily prevent them from happening, per se.
So she's saying that cops should arrive only when the crime has been done. So you could have been mugged, carjacked, even shot, and according to her, that's not the problem of law enforcement. Crockett really is the gift that keeps on giving. But of course, I want to leave that judgment to you. Let me know what you think in the comments. And before I go, please do keep the Kirk family in your prayers as they need it now more than ever. Thank you for watching. Talk to you all soon.